Show me the money. All right. So, help me help you. Right? Is this in y equals mx plus b form? Is it y equals?
Yeah.
Yes. Okay? So it's in y equals mx plus b form. Alright. Let's do this one in red. Is this a positive slope or negative slope? Positive. Good. 1/2 is positive, right? So it's a positive slope. Okay? So we know it's going up. Is it going up as a dotted line or a solid line? Solid?
Solid.
Dotted?
Yes.
Solid.
No.
Solid?
Solid.
Which one?
Liquid.
Liquid?
Yeah.
Gas?
Yeah.
Woo! Gas.
I freaking love science, bro.
Right? So which one is it? What does this mean? What's greater than equal to mean? Is that solid or dotted?
Solid. Solid.
Solid, right? Anytime you have an equal sign, it's solid. Okay? If it's greater than equal to, less than equal to, anytime you say equal to, solid. So we're going to change that. And I was messing with your heads there, trying to make sure that you're paying attention. Now, is it up or down? Is greater than up or is greater than down? Up, right? It's greater than, it's up. Okay? So greater than. Okay? All right. The next one. Should we do that in green?
Yeah.
I wish I could. I don't have a green. Toss me that one, man.
Share size.
We're going along.
King size.
Here he goes. Oh, I wish I was on film. I actually caught it. Look at that. Okay. Negative or positive?
Negative. Or no, positive. No, negative.
Negative. That's a negative half. Negative slope. Is it greater than?
I actually got this on
No.
Halloween.
So, solid or dotted? Pearl? Solid or dotted? Ron?
Dotted.
Solid.
It's dotted.
Why is it dotted, Robert?
Oh, because it doesn't have the equal sign.
No, it doesn't. Stop guessing. Take a look and do the problem, please. Stop talking to each other and let's work. Okay? Negative. But we're going to shade up, right? Up because it's greater than. Okay? Greater than, so we shade up. Negative slope, so it goes down. Does that make sense?
Yep.
All right. So that first one I'm going to rewrite. Y is greater than 1/2 x minus 3. Okay? Now the definition of what tells me that I have the slope and I have the intercept. So what am I using? What definition?
Y equals mx plus b.
Right, y equals mx plus b. Now on the state test, when they actually write it out, you can't just say definition of y equals mx plus b. You have to say what? Definition of slope, intercept, form. Question?
On the green you said down, right? Isn't that up?
We shade up, but the slope is down. Because the slope is negative. Good question. All right, so we have y equals mx plus b. This is your m. This is your b. We did this in chapter 4, right, Tristan? So, what is my slope, Tristan? M equals,
1 over 2.
okay, or?
2 over 1.
No.
Round.
Remember, it doesn't change the value, right? It's still 1/2. It changed the look. Here, they're both positive. two negatives make a positive, right? Right? So that's how, I mean, that we have to fully understand slopes, believe me. And I know we're just learning it, but actually I'm teaching my pre-algebra students right now, and they're able to do this really well. But I don't have them doing anything much more than that. You know what I'm saying? It's just starting out. Okay? What is my y-intercept? So you might run it right. Slope. Y-intercept. Right? What is b?
Y, 3.
-3.
Negative 3. You have to bring the sign with it. Yep. So that's our starting point, yeah? So you could even say starting point. Okay? So that's where I'm starting it. -3. 1, 2, 3. Okay? I'm starting there. And then my slope you said was 1 over 2. Means I go up 1
Over 2.
and right 2. Right?
Yes.
Or I could go down 1
And left 2.
and left 2. Does that make sense?
Yeah.
And I have this. And is it a dotted line or is it a solid line?
Got it. Go.
So,
Solid, right? Because it equals. Am I graphing up or down?
Up.
Up. Okay, here we go. See how easy that is? Okay? So let's go with the next one. Okay, the next one. That's in green, right? So I'm going to go y is greater than -1 over 2x minus 1. And you could even say the negatives out in front, like on your paper, right? I don't care. But when you write the slope, I do care, okay? So if we go from here down below, now remember, y equals mx plus b. This is your m. This is your b. My m, Pearl,
-1.
is what? Robert?
-1/2.
-1/2. So -1 over 2. Okay? Pearl, could you give me the other one? Just change the values. Just change the signs. Come on, Pearl.
signs what?
So instead of -1, it'll be
Positive.
that's right. Instead of +2, it'll be
Negative.
Negative.
there we go. You all have Pearl's voice got really low. It's crazy. It's like, whew, you sounded like a man. Or a boy.
Yeah.
Girl. Now he's sounding like a boy. Alright. So then what? What's B? B is
-1.
-1. So again, slope. Right? Y-intercept. Or the starting point. Guys, this is chapter 4, right here. Chapter 4. So if you didn't understand chapter 4, you're still struggling with it, learn it. Because your whole midterm is dependent on 4 and 5. Not to mention everything else you learned this year. Okay? Where is -1? Right here. Okay? And my slope, you said down 1, right 2. Down 1, right 2. Oh, look at that. I found the intersection. Right? Or it was up 1, left 2, right?
Yes.
So here's my line. Now, is it a dotted line or is it a solid line?
Dotted.
Dotted. Okay? So go back through and make your erase marks if you didn't make it dotted in the beginning, right? And then are we shading up or down? Up. Okay? Look at that. So what is the part that has all the answers? All the answers are correct for both equations. And it's right here. All of this. Okay? What is the intersection? The intersection is where? What is this point? we went over 1, 2, and we went down 1, 2, right? So that would be a positive 2 in the x direction and a negative 2 in the y. So my intersection is at 2, negative 2, and we say definition, right,
That's, so the,
of intersection due to graphing. Okay, so we solved it by graphing. Can you always solve it by graphing? No, especially when they're not, when they're really big numbers, or when they're fractions. It's really hard to see fractions when you're graphing, right? So, but right now, we just want to be able to see where the intersections are, okay? Keep it nice and easy. Questions? Okay.